It's Tone Capone. You already know what time it is. Welcome to Waves of the Bay.
Yeah, I said it's waves of the bay. If you ain't about the action, better find another lane. If you ain't providing platforms, better find another stage. I'm living in my purpose, every day is game day. And now it's time to level up. Give the people what they want, show the artist off and strut. Let the music do the talking while the talent gets the fun. They said it's all written, but I had to change the font. Come on, because I do what I want. Champions win, so I'm not about to taunt. After all the smoke clears, I'll be standing right here at the top with my peers, living life without fears. I'm full speed ahead, never looking in the mirror, never looking in the rear, cause I'm known to switch gears. Hey mom, thanks for raising me to be so brave. Tampa Bay, yeah, it's time for y'all to catch this wave. Ride the wave. Let's go. Let's go. Set it off. Set it off.
Hey, Waves of the Bay, right here on 88.5. This is Tone Capone. I'm joined by a very special guest right here on Kenosobi Weekend. We got none other than Tiff LaQueen over here. Tiff, how you living?
I'm living. You know, no complaints, really, honestly. Blessed, you know, it could be worse. But, yeah, I'm living. Kids are healthy for the most part, you know. Just being, living life peacefully, trying to really learn who I am. I think that's what the experience brought. Where I kind of stepped away from everything and really realized that it was time to discover who Tiff really is, you know? I think me and Kenan lived a crazy lifestyle prior to his passing, where we were constantly busy, whether it was an event, it was a show, it was something. Life was like go, 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 taking care of other people, taking care of his dad, you know? So it was like life just hit in that moment, and it was time to really do some soul searching, some growing, but also digging just back in childhood things, you know? Like I went real deep. So I'm doing real good, real good. I think I've discovered my purpose in life. Like I was talking to you, we were talking about my Instagram. My Instagram was really turned into...
Going crazy.
It has really turned into, a platform for me to really vocalize what I'm feeling. But, it's not to be mean or cruel. I hope no one's seeing it as that. I'm really on there trying to inspire people, trying to kind of teach them what I've learned in my experiences, and I've been through a lot. I mean, a lot of people, I think they just kind of see me for this whole traumatic situation, but the realization is that I've had many trials and tribulations way before this, and I think this was just the awakening for me to really look at my life from all angles. So I've really learned a lot in my 41 years, and I don't know it all. I don't want to know it all, but I know a lot. So I'm just kind of preaching what I've learned and what's helped me. I know other people have gone through things. I'm not the only one. So if I got a piece of information that can help somebody else grow, why not share it? So, yep, that's where I'm at.
I love to hear
it.
I love to hear it. This is and like I said, this is Tiff LaQueen. I figure everybody knows this, but actually let me put this out there. This is the wife of Kenosobi right here, the wife of Keenan Hercules. We got Tiff LaQueen, and man, we got so many stories to tell just from performing together and shows we've been at and things like that. I remember when he first got you on stage and how he was getting, he was trying to figure out what you were gonna go by, and he was so confused, man. He had like 8 different names, yo.
But the funny thing is my brother came up with the name one day, and we went through a lot. So I was always known as Queen in my younger years. I originally started music with my brother and my 2 brothers, really. My brother from a different mother, but he's my brother. Blacko and my brother Walls, they were big local artists back in their day, you know? So I was a little sis, but I was always cool enough to hang. So, you know, I would sing and stuff. Yeah, so I was singing stuff. So, you know, they would try to add me to a track and stuff, but I always went by Queen. But everybody has the name Queen, you know? So yeah, my brother came, you know, he's like, just put the law in front of it because I'm half Puerto Rican, so it just made sense. So we went from there, yeah.
Such a dope name.
Yeah. Tiff LaQueen.
That smile, I look at the pictures and everybody that knows Keenan knows his smile is like, man. That's like the trademark. But I remember seeing them pictures and looking at you, but seeing him in the background with that smile. And it's just like,
yeah, because he would push me from when we were kids. And it started out where I would write poetry. And then he was like, you know, it would sound real dope if you turned it into a song. I could see it as a song, and he was always constantly trying to push me and inspire me to do it. And, you know, I did with my brother. I recorded some work, but it didn't blow up until Keenan, you know, pushed me out of my comfort zone. Yeah.
You got to get uncomfortable in order to grow, right?
Yeah, man, for sure. Now I'm just like, if he could see me now, well, he can, but he'd be like, girl.
Yeah. It's like, what have we created over here, man? Like
a monster. A monster. Yeah, why not? Shoot.
It's wild, though, because I tell this story often, too. Like, me and him at the barbershop, like, seem to be where we always ran into each other at. And I got a cut earlier today. So I was actually talking to the barber, and Keno's been in his head lately. And it's just wild. Like, even walking in there and not seeing him, like, it is kind of weird, because I swear we was on the same schedule, yo.
Y'all were.
I swear. Yeah. Except for that little span when he went Wolfgang on us.
during quarantine.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to cut it either. I was like, nah, we got to do something about this. It's getting thick.
It was wild at that point. It was just wild.
It was getting thick. So he was a little upset, but, you know. Man, he is missed. I don't venture outside, but I can tell he's missed.
Yeah.
A lot has changed.
There's like a void where he was at. Like, honestly, like, there's not as much love out there.
Yeah,
you know, like, I don't feel that glue guy, that connection, that energy.
And
like
I think you know, this is my assumption, but I know he was the type that clicked with everybody, you know, and that was always his thing. You know, he was born here. He was raised here. He loved the city. So his main thing was like, man, I really wish the city would just stop the cliques and the crews and just come, like, you know, like transform, come together. And if we came together, we all supported each other, we could really, really, really grow.
Do some work.
And do major work as a city all together. So I feel like we're missing that a little bit, you know, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Kenosobi right now. This is the 3rd Kenosobi week, and I have the wife of Kenosobi, Tiff LaQueen, sitting over here. I've been over there in the Kenny K studio trying to do a little bit of work, man. You know, I'm getting there. But we playing good songs, though. So, but this is Waves of the Bay if y'all just now tuning in. So we're doing a little bit more talking than usual, but we're reminiscing about my buddy and her husband, you know, and her best friend for all these years. Talk about the Jefferson days. I want to hear about young Keno.
Listen, okay, so I met him when I was like 12. We went to middle school, but I didn't really connect with him until about high school. So I was about 14 then. But I've known him since I was like 12. But I remember the day that the first time I like laid eyes on him, really, where I felt like the connection was, I think it was like the first day of school. I was on the bus and he walked out of the school building and he always wore his book bag, like, I mean, stupid high on his back. Like, it just looked real, when I'm like Revenge of the Nerds or something, just very, very nerdy like. But then he always had the cheesy smile, but it was something about him. And I was like, it just was like, my intuition was like, there's something about him. And, but I never really paid too much attention to, although I kept my eye on him. I heard a lot about him, that he was popular in school.
I can imagine.
You know, like, I mean, had like crazy popular.
Yeah.
And back then he used to wear like hazel contacts.
Oh, gosh.
So hazel contacts with a big smile. You know, I was like, you know, he's, you know, pretty boy and all the girls like him. And I was like, I'm not really about it. He's probably a player, you know? So,
right.
But he would try to talk to me constantly. Yo, Tiff, what's up? And I just turn him down left and right. And then finally, I think it was like, was it 10th grade or something? 11th grade year. I happened to drop out of school because my life was crazy. He invited me to homecoming, and I'm like, who invites the dropout to homecoming?
Hey, that's a pimp move right there.
Yeah,
I won't even lie.
So he invited me to homecoming, picked me up, everything, and it was that night where I was like, okay, all right. He asked me again, and I was like, well, okay, all right, you won me over. So yeah, so we dated for a good year, and then we ended up parting ways, but our friendship never ended. So we were still tight all throughout, even after he graduated and went off to college. We were tight then. I used to write letters to him in the mail.
Okay.
So, you know, just motivating him and stuff like that. And he would do the same, vice versa. And, you know, he went into his relationship. I went into mine with my sons. And then once we split, it was like maybe not even a week later.
Really?
My friend of mine took me to a show, which I didn't even know he was playing. The band was there, The Visitors, playing. And he saw me and I saw him. And we were like, yeah. He's like, oh, I'm not letting you go. Nope.
Yeah. I can
So, yeah.
all the way with that.
Yeah. So that's how it transpired. But I miss him a lot. He was a great friend. A great friend on all spectrums. Even if, I think that's why our relationship was so good, because even no matter what kind of trials and tribulations we went through in our relationship, our friendship was like 10 times thicker, to where it was like, all right, we gonna get through this.
Right.
Like, you know, we would argue and then the next day we would sit down and talk about it. So, you know, I miss him a whole lot. I don't have that. You know, I'm missing that in my life. So I write.
Well, most people don't have that, and that's the whole thing. Like, that's one thing. You know, me being married, and you know my wife and our connection and everything. Like, I pray everybody gets that in their life, because it's hard to find.
It's very, very
once
hard to
you do find it, that's something you don't want to mess up on. Like, you don't want to have to try to get that back.
No, listen. If you are in a relationship, don't let nobody come in between that, like, for real. Because I'm out here right now, and I don't, it's like, dude, I'm good at home. Let me like, for real, work at it, do whatever you got to do. I mean, unless it's just toxic and it's terribly unhealthy, but if there's a way to salvage it, you know, fight for it. That's my point of view, because it's not fun. It's scary out here.
Oh, man. We'll touch on that in a second, I'm sure. Let's play some Kenosobi music right quick. We'll be right back with Tiff, LaQueen. It's Kenosobi Weekend right here on Waves of the Bay. We'll be right back with y'all. So you from Tampa?
Yeah, man. Born and raised. I'm from West Tampa, so in West Tampa, where West is a beautiful culture out there, man. Like, yeah, man, I'm born and raised Tampanian. Brothers, I got 3 brothers that live in California, so I've been in the Oakland, Berkeley, that whole Oakland area, you know, growing up. And then a lot of family in New York, so I have the best of both worlds.
Okay. A
lot of family in New York, got the plug in New York, just waiting on that to pop down. I mean, when I say the plug, I done chill with Guru, R.I.P., could, go up in Russell Simmons' office. So we wait for that to pop up. But then we got the, California side. I also got a plug over there. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, man.
Cali's love too.
I want to get to Cali and just like do a few shows. And the people in Cali was a little bit different though when I was out there. But I was out there.
What part?
I was in L.A.
L.A. is totally different.
Them
from
motherfuckers out in L.A. is buck wild.
Yeah,
like,
It's a whole different culture.
They live out there. They do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it out there.
Superstar biz.
Yeah, and I was in San Diego. San Diego's pretty straight too, but
seems pretty chill out
Tampa,
there.
man. Tampa feel like home to me. I couldn't imagine actually being
I'm glad
from
you
this
here, man.
A lot of people from here take that for granted though. Like a lot of people
We
don't
definitely
like Tampa.
do. The water.
Yeah, man.
You'd be surprised how many people don't know how to swim.
I take out the cans and stuff. That kill me. Y'all don't know how to swim though. And everybody from the islands but don't know how to swim.
Hey, it's Tone Capone. You already know what time it is. Let's go. Welcome to Waves of the Bay.
Yeah, I said it's waves of the bay. If you ain't about the action, better find another lane. If you ain't providing platforms, better find another stage. I'm living in my purpose, every day is game day. And now it's time to level up. Give the people what they want, show the artist off and strut. Let the music do the talking while the talent gets the fun. They said it's all written, but I had to change the fun. Come on, because I do what I want. Champions win, so I'm not about to taunt. After all the smoke clears, I'll be standing right here at the top with my peers, living life without fears. I'm full speed ahead, never looking in the mirror, never looking in the rear, cause I'm known to switch gears. Hey, mom,